What's up, my people? Good to be with you. Good to be with you. Today we're gonna do an appreciation blog for Ismael Miranda because, like I said, we're gonna do a volume on all these videos, on all these singers and great performers in Latin America, specifically the genre salsa. I gave you its inception. I gave you its Tyler years, and now we're in the rebellious years. But today's honor is going to the young, the youngest of them all. It's Ismael Miranda. Ismael Miranda came from Puerto Rico at a young age, 5 years old, and he learned basically how to be a New York Rican more than what they would call Puerto Rican. So he pretty much grew up over here. And just like all the rest of them, that sound they would hear in that nightclub, and that attracted him so much that he went and did everything in his power to get next to Larry Harlow. Larry Harlow by this time was already an established pianist. He had his own band, and he was already established. He was like up and coming, but very known in the city. Palladium, Studio 54, all these places. So he had different singers, right? But Ismael Miranda asked him one day, "Can I sing for your band, or can I sing a few numbers?" And he said, "Sorry, but only men can sing here." Mind you, he's 19 at this point, or 18 at this point. So he was seasoned in the music, and he did a couple shows here and there, but he was just not. He didn't have the notoriety, and this was still the Fania was still being put together. So his brother Andy Harlow, he saw the vision in him because he had a voice that projected like a older baritone. His voice was incredible because such a little man had such a powerful voice. It was like of the voice of a 6'5", 300-pound man in a little man, maybe like 5'7", 5'6", 100 pounds wet. So now he sings with Harlow, Orchestra Harlow. These guys are Jewish guys too. They did salsa music and they knew it because as a pianist, Larry Harlow went around learning the different rhythms. And what he would do is compose them, and he came up with his own Latin sound. See, that was the beautiful thing. In those days, a record would come on and you immediately knew who it was from without the singer even saying a word. You see? So everybody had, like I told you with Willie, he didn't want no trumpets at one time. So you knew when his band came on, it was like it had that trombone feeling in it. Well, Harlow, he would take solos and mix them up and make them his own. I mean, everybody was doing it at the time, but he would take famous solos and mix them together. and this is how he got his notoriety. And he had a couple hits like Se me pierdo la cartera, I lost my wallet. Uh, Eso no se le hace a nadie. They had Arsenio. They had a lot of songs that were like mega hits. And Ismael Miranda was the youngest one in the group, and he had a nickname called El Niño Bonito. The way he got that name was he was always early to all his rehearsals. But the final All Stars, when they got together, it was a big deal. Because again, this is the best of each and every band that's out. One, the owner of that band, he's the guy. He's in the All Star. He's the All Star. So they all come together and they form the Fania All Stars. Now, this goes for the singers as well. Now, these singers, they're waiting for him. And he wants to give a great impression. So he goes and he gets decked out, the finest of the finest stuff. Back then, got his suit, his butterfly collar and everything. And Johnny Pacheco said, look who decided to come. El Niño Bonito. And they stamped him with that, and the ladies bought into it. Because my mother had a poster of this man in her room as a teenager, so I could testify to that. Like, I wasn't there obviously, but she told me like that was one of her favorites. Now, this is an appreciation blog. It's not a documentary. It's not his life story. This is just an appreciation blog because I'm gonna do one for every singer. And then if you choose to do further research on the songs they had and when they came out and what year they were popular and all that type of stuff, you can do that just on the name by itself. But yes, pretty interesting character. El Niño Bonito, this blog's for you. Ismael Miranda. Take care, y'all. Nice talking with you.